Hey boys and girls, we have a back-to-back release tonight because we missed out on a release last night. So, this is, oh, by the way, if you're not aware, this is the reading of the Luke Winkie Files. Luke Winkie Files, everyone's favorite dumpster fire. So, we're going to have one release tonight that was supposed to go last night, and then we're filming for tonight, for the release tonight, and then you'll get your next two next week, and that's just how we're going to do it. So I printed them so I wouldn't forget, but I always keep the digital copy. I do need to call one of the viewers of the show. He asked me to reach out to his secretary to find out about a Pacer account. Maybe we can get some more documentation for you. Anyways, this is document 106-1, filed on 12/14/2023. That's 1 year ago today. Jeez-a-loo. Blues Clues specialists out there. Woo. Isn't that exciting? We can make excitement out of nothing around here. Woo. It's like TikTok. Anyways. Image file. The subject. Let's see here. Page 1 of 5. Subject. Forward. Luke Winkie, 12/14. Dates. Thursday, December 14th, 2023, 4:20:55 p.m. There's 6 image PNG file attachments, a pile of redacted stuff. And then we get to that subject line from Matt Zenger, redacted his email, it looks like, sent Thursday, December 15th, or December 14th, 2023 at 12:50 p.m. to Nakib Kabir, redacted, D. Giacomo, Michael, USA NYW, in parentheses, then redacted, semicolon, Passifum, Frank, parentheses, FD, redacted, semicolon, John Taberski, redacted. I'm guessing all the redacted portions are email addresses. One would hunch. Luke Winkie, 12/14 is the subject. Hello, everyone. I wanted to convey an update to all of you before the court so that you are able to consider developments. The referral for AOT was submitted, and I have a message out to the coordinator asking what to expect next. That was the first bullet point. I don't know what an AOT is. Maybe we'll find out. Next bullet point. Endeavor has confirmed that they are planning to move forward with getting Winkie started with services once Winkie has completed the initial evaluation with a AOT psychiatrists. So something, analysis of trauma. Usually the word "of" is not in an anagram. Let's continue. Next bullet point. The program manager of the police behavioral health team, also at Endeavor. So Endeavor is a location. This is the team, so in parentheses, also at Endeavor. This is the team that conducted the threat assessment eval. Has indicated, so outside of parentheses now, has indicated that Winkie's case will be presented to the Erie County Threat Advisory Committee this coming Tuesday. This is a proactive effort in the event Winkie does not qualify for AOT. Treatment. I'm going to go with the T being treatment, not trauma. Man, I just coming up with all the stupid shit that AOT could stand for. Anyways, when I asked her for the implications of this, she explained, we utilize ECTAC when, I've heard of that, when we have someone who may need some more interventions. The committee is run by BHT and myself. I'm guessing BHT in that case is an actual person. Let's see here. And is made up of law enforcement, nonprofits, private sectors, and county/federal representation. If AOT is not an option, hopefully the committee can look at alternative options. Next bullet point. Winky did report to ECMC following his release. He was reportedly assessed for immediate risk of harm and released after also meeting with a social worker. He was reportedly assessed for immediate risk of harm and released after meeting with a social worker. Way to go, ECMC. This guy's going to hurt himself. Release. Like, fucking idiots. Anyways. I have the direct number of the LCSW. Something social worker, legal case social worker. Anyways, that met with him, but she has not returned my calls. Any written report could take up to 30 days to be produced, and general calls to the hospital indicated that these are not psych evals, but rather a brief screen to see if someone should be admitted for a 72-hour hold. Yay. Next bullet point. Winky has been extremely active on social media. Below are examples of posts that may cause concern for his continued release. Page 2. Screenshot. Luke Winky. Sylvia Brown said, by the end of the century, the veil thins and we can see spirits. What this means is that when you murder someone, they can just testify against you in court on their own. The murdered become their own witness. Thanks to what happened to me, selenite crystals have become quite a phenomenon amongst federal officials. Mental health analysis and public safety threat potentiality interviews are operations performed by federal courts using selenite crystals. Using selenite crystals will help establish deceased victims' negotiations, and that's in quotes, the deceased victims' negotiations, with courts across the country. And U.S. military veteran Stephen Carrillo of the American Boogaloo sensation, and everyone in his world sure could use that info, because their bad karma is holding a lot of people back still, including me. There is one comment on this post. You can like, comment, or share. And then the one comment is Luke. One day we can just 3D print new human bodies for anyone who happens to be murdered against their own will. My God, so many new developments coming by the end of the century, as predicted by Sylvia Brown. I don't know who Sylvia Brown is, but this is commonplace for Luke to comment on his own nonsensical post. So just throwing that out there. Oh, good. We get to jump right to page 3. Screenshot from Luke Winkie. You can't legally prove who is behind an electronic device, but this God is watching stuff is real. That should have been in quotes, but it wasn't. He will have it legally defeated, but because he deliberately threatened him, the collective consciousness will swarm him superstitiously way longer than he realizes. I feel like he just like says like, what big word can I put in here? Kinda makes sense. Like he's trying to like hit a character count or something. It's his own possessions will be threatened. Karmic energy is real. He is going to be shown by the, quote, God, unquote, sensation that there is an afterlife. Nobody who actually believes in an afterlife believes in murder, because you're going to have to answer to your murder victims one day as equal spirits. And then he has a link to a politico.com//New Hampshire man charge ... link at the bottom, which you can't pick on because it's a screenshot, so all those ... actually would have led you somewhere with a hyperlink. But it's always helpful to click on those links and then cite them as associated data. Oh, well, we got the title of the article because it's down lower. There's a big gap. I'm guessing where an image once sunk and they redacted it. Politico.com, New Hampshire man charged with threatening to kill Vivek Ramaswamy. The Dover man is being held pending detention hearing on Thursday. Page 4. Luke Winkie for LNC Chairman 2024. Okay, so Luke Winkie for Libertarian National Committee Chairman 2024. And so it's a screenshot, and it says at LM Winkie, which I'm guessing is Luke Marshall Winkie. Horizons mental health rights agree. We have the right to be fucking pissed off about bullshit. Highlighted portion. We have rights to refuse medication. Yeah, but not if it was a condition of your release. You've released your right. In the previous documentation, if I recall correctly, because it's been a week, I believe in order to release you, you could have denied the release. You could have said, Judge, I'm going to chill in jail because I don't agree with your... It's against whatever I believe. I don't want you to put drugs inside of me. I'll be fine right here in your cage. You could have said that. Instead, you said, I accept this condition, this condition, this condition in exchange for my release. You can take my soul in exchange for this $1 million, this fancy sports car, for this rich and fame, for this beautiful wife, whatever it is that you sold your soul to the devil for. But you did it. You entered into that agreement. You could have declined it and left it on the table and said, fuck you, I'm not doing it. But you didn't. You don't have the right to refuse medication anymore, my friend. It was contingent on your release. Now, when you violate it and then they drag your ass back in, okay. Post your reply. So let's see here. Luke has 14 views. This was December 13th of 2023. Luke Winkie for Marshall. Let's see here. Luke posts again on his own. We have the right to be annoyed at ECMC social worker who illegally diagnose people and diagnose them with special court trusted analysis. Diagnose someone with summer 2023. Diagnose them with something a court trusted analyst diagnosed someone with summer 20. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, investigation coming ECMC's way soon enough. I am documented on cameras as not being violent at all. somebody commented on that. Well, it looks like Luke commented on his own again. At Prosper CLT 2023 and at Elect D Watson of LPNC have found memories of someone from their group once known as Anarcho Guy, Gun Guy. He met at Gov Gary Johnson at 14 years old in 2012. According to folklore, he then became Gary Johnson's accessory to murder, bold letters, as Mortal Kombat for drug war. Nonsense. Anyways, page 5. We're almost done with this, boys and girls. And this is exactly what it is. So Luke posts at the Luke Winky for LNC Chairman 2024 on December 9th, replying to himself. Again, so this is a screenshot from that following thread, which is very, like I said, is very in character for him to create a post and then be the only psychopath replying to it. Ramble, comma, wow. I should just go back to sleep on this couch. Mental health diagnoses after just waking up in the morning. We have a question mark. We have legal rights to refuse medication, exclamation point. CNA sister confirmed that personal bias absolutely happens during those kinds of diagnoses. Don't have rights to refuse medication when you've agreed not to, you idiot. Idiot. Anyways, next comment on his own post. Redress of grievances all over that First Amendment. I have the right to refuse medication for, open quotes, borderline personality traits, closed quotes. ECMC social workers need to be legally investigated if they think they can, open quote, diagnose, close quote. It's a screening. It's a screening. They're not diagnosing you. They're social workers. They're not LPNs. They're not psychiatrists. They're not social workers, sociologists. They're not clinical psychologists. They're none of that. They're social worker. They're like a restaurant worker could be somebody who's running the drive-thru, or it could be like the best high-end restaurant chef in the world. So social worker is like the drive-thru guy, or the guy that's like taking your order at the front counter at Burger King, compared to like clinical psychologists, you know, who are like the chefs at a really good restaurant. And then there amongst them are like, you know, who's the ratatouille of chefs around the world at the best restaurant? Who's the best? What, right? Like that's what it breaks down to. So like, yeah, did they diagnose you? Yeah. I mean, how much weight does that guy have though? Like, your person, right? So he's just like, I'm trying not to get stuck in his head. Let me know. Okay, so now we've done with screenshots, and here's Matt Zenger at the end of his like message. Let me know anyone has questions. Just clarifying, I'm not misreading this. Let me know anyone has questions, comma. Otherwise, we will see you soon. Matt Zenger, U.S. Probation Officer, Robert H. Jackson, United States Courthouse, 2 Niagara Square, Buffalo, New York, 14202. 1, 2, 3 redacted lines. So I'm guessing like work cell, or office number, work cell, fax, and then those have been redacted, I'm guessing. And or his email. Probably the fax is missing, but yeah, office, email, cell, and then its website at www.nywd.uscourts.gov. And that's it. That's it for that one, boys and girls. And we have 106-2 coming up next. We'll see you next time, Life22.